Hello, my name is Michelle Curet Nieves, presenting Contemporary Software Tool for Education. As we know, there are many software tools that provide innovative ways to enhance learning and assist teachers in delivering the concepts in a more practical environment. For this presentation today, I selected the software tool named Jakapaka, which is mainly used in the UK, but I consider this tool to be effective and easy to use for any educator. We're going to be talking today about the purpose of this program. I will show you a virtual tour of Jakapaka and talk a little bit about the advantages that it provides for students and teachers. Why Jakapaka? Jakapaka has a long database, a large database, I should say, of formative assessment tools for teaching and learning. It provides different formats of multiple choice questions, and it delivers instant grading, baselining, and revision. At the same time, Jakapaka helps boost results. It allows the teachers to know what the students know through analysis from the program. It challenges the students to think. It creates a culture of learning, which means that the teachers from the beginning of the course are able to conform teams based on the ability of each student. It increases time on task, which means that it helps students to achieve a state of concentration, and at the end of the program, it has reward points for the students as a motivation. It also helps the students not to forget previous contents. It presents a series of questions that are a mix of the current topic with topics previously covered. It provides a individualized learning for each student. And at the same time, it also empowers teachers to create their own evaluation, which means that they do not need to use the assessments that are already designed in this program. Motivation for students. Students are able to set and manage their own goals. They will receive immediate feedback from the assessments that they answer. They can work in teams that were already conformed by the teacher, and quizzes are timely adjusted to each student individually based on answers provided by the students in previous questions. Once the teacher set up the account, the first thing that the teacher needs to do is the student set, which means the student list. The student list can be imported from a spreadsheet, a database, or it can be manually written by the instructor. Once the student list is already done, the teacher can print out the ID cards with the password of the student. In this example that I already developed, we can see here the ID card developed, and we see that the student's name, we see that the program already develops the login and the password. Here we see a screenshot of the template that teachers use to incorporate the student list. This template will be discussed further on in the virtual tour. The assessments, Jakapaka is one of the largest database that we can find right now for formative assessments. It has over 15,000 quizzes, approximately 130 questions covering 380 syllabi. Here, teachers can assign assessments to a complete student set. It can be individual student or They can even excuse individual students before confirming the assessments. In the quizzes, the teachers will select the topic that they are discussing. They can preview the quiz that they select, and they can assign the quiz to a student set, like I said previously. They will set the due date and the number of attempts. The program recommends the number of attempts to be at least 2. Here we're going to see a in-depth view of what the program looks like. Here, this is the main page. You will be entering as a teacher, doing your login account, and we will go here. Here, let's go to resources. Once you're in resources, you will select the country. We select the United States, and you will have a series of courses that are aligned with the United States curriculum. If I go into, for example, math, we see that math has 25 courses in the database. We select, and here we have a series of topics that you can select from. If we view this list, okay, and I select one, let's say I want to select geometry. We go into geometry, and you have a series of quizzes here that you can select from depending on the topic that you are discussing with your students. Let's say I want to classify polygons. I would select it. I can preview the quiz before assigning the assessment to the students. And I will scroll down the page, pressing next, and it will take me to the box where I'm going to assign the assessment. I can assign it, as I said previously, to an individual student, to the set of students, or I can also excuse students. Here, I will assign it to the example student that I developed previously. And here we have a list of settings that I can keep it as it is, or I can make changes to it. I have the grade scheme, which is the US grades. I have this to whom I'm going to assign it to, can be all students. I can change to who I'm going to assign it, the start date, the due date, how many students are in the team, and how many attempts I am giving the student. And I will confirm the settings and assign. If we go to this page, we see here that the assessment that I selected is right here on the top. And if we look at the legend, we see that I selected a quiz. Next to the legend, we have a drop box, which I can select either one of them, and I will have details of the results once the student completes the assessment. Next to it, I have actions. I can assign it, I can hide it, I can edit it, or I can go directly to the grade book and see the grade that the student obtains from the assessment. In Jacopaka, the teacher can also set, receive, and grade assignments online with the quick assignment link. Homeworks can also be assigned. The teacher can assign his or her own homework or select a topic and the time for the study. And once the topic is selected, Jacopaka will also select the appropriate level for the student, depending on the questions that the student answered previously from the question bank. And mixed questions will develop mixed questions from previous topics. Again, we are going to return to the website so we can look at the link. Here we see the link for adding quick assignments. Once we want to add quick assignments, we press there. We're going to press to whom we are going to assign it to. We have example student. We have the list of settings again. Here we will write the instructions. Okay, you can say, for example, please write the correct answer with process, as an example. You will choose the file and you will confirm settings and assignment and assign. Once you press here, it is going to take you back again to this page. Okay, here I have an assignment that I have previously developed, as we can see here by the key. And again, we have the Dropbox of the actions. Also, we have adding homeworks. It's the same process. We also have here the student list where you can enter new students. This is the box that we were seeing at the beginning where you will put the name of the set, which is probably the name of the course. You will select the grade scheme, which is the US scheme. You will select the grade level. Leave it as formal if you know the student's name. How you're going to receive the email reminders by the students. You select the subject and you press next. And then your student set is already done. Here and more, you also have a progression charts of your students. You have if you want to be an author, which means that you can create your own assessments, you press this link here. You can also communicate with other teachers within your school that are sharing the same program. Part of the advantages that we have with Yakapaka are detailed analytics. This program analyzes the progress of school and individual students. It provides feedback by topic and key concepts, and it will analyze the level of each individual student depending how they answered each question. As I said previously, the teachers can create their own quizzes. They can mix match questions with the existing ones from the database, and teachers, while creating their own quizzes or courses, they can incorporate the sound, the images, and feedbacks to their own questions. And this program also provides for revision. Revision in each level and each topic that it is monitoring. The questions mix adjusted according to the student level. It will provide formative feedback and built-in reward system, and it will offer a weekly report on the student's performance and level.